Make it on the ground, you can make it on the ground, you should make it on the ground, you should make it on the ground, you should make. Hi guys, Coach Kevin here on the Why We Train podcast with Ellen. Ellen, we're gonna get right into it. Can you tell us about where you were before you joined Boundless?
I joined Boundless about 5 or 6 months ago. At that time, I was just beginning a journey of feeling like myself again. And what that means is I had a son 2 years ago. So just finding what my body used to be like and the strength that I used to have before having a kid, and on that journey to have a healthier body and a healthier lifestyle. I was very active my whole life. So growing up, I started dancing from the age of 3. I did like ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, etc., all the way through college. Then I also did softball from ages like 7 through like freshman year of high school. I lived a very active life. And also a fun fact was that I used to teach at 24 Hour Fitness, some of the group classes there, a class called PIO. It's a mix of Pilates and yoga. So that was one of my favorite parts of my week too, just teaching in a group setting and the camaraderie that comes with group classes. I lived a very active lifestyle before pregnancy, which was great. I think it made my pregnancy smoother. But after giving birth, your body changes so much, and finding the strength to sit up. Oh, wow, I didn't know I need my core for that, or even walking. It's just a long journey.
Can you tell us a little bit more of that journey of what after pregnancy looks like for you?
So after pregnancy, I would say you start from negative from where you were before, because it just does so much to your body that it's hard to walk upstairs. It's hard to even jog. Or I remember my physical therapist at the time was saying to be careful when I use the stroller, just take it really easy. So it's just having to be mindful of the healing process, because I used to be able to do so much, and it's really frustrating to have to build up again. It's like your baseline is somewhere you don't even remember being, and working your way back up.
What was your motivation? Was that for your kid, or you're just like, I need to do this for myself? Or what was the mindset behind that? Because I know that is sometimes a hard thing for new moms, just because they're stepped back so much and they're like, you know what, I'm a mom now. This is my priority and I'm gonna put all my energy towards this. I come later.
Yeah, so I can definitely relate to that, because when one has a baby, you want to put your all into it. You want to be the best mother that you can be. You want to be the best wife that you can be, but you also want to be your best self too. And finding that balance of taking care of yourself and taking care of your family and taking care of your new baby is a hard balance to find. I would say it gets easier as your kid gets older. There's a period of time where as a mom, you just need to be around more, especially for breastfeeding or whatever it may be. So it is harder to find time for yourself in those moments. But I would say it did get easier maybe around like the 6-month mark, when I started going back to work and we found out how to accommodate for childcare. So I did have time for myself to work out or to get a massage, or just time to step away. And I found it's really important to have that self-care as well, because as you probably know, you have to take care of yourself first before taking care of others. So that's what I try to do. But it is hard because you always want to give to your family and give to others. It's also just in my personality to do that. It's been a battle.
When you started Boundless, you were also doing personal training and lifting on your own.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the transition? What made you join Boundless and what made you stay?
Okay, yeah. So I've always really enjoyed group classes. When I work out on my own, it's hard to stay motivated. I'll go to the gym and I'm like, okay, 3 sets. And then after 2 sets, I'm like, okay, I feel pretty good. I'm just here to check a box. It's hard to stay as motivated as I want. So I think that going to group classes really helps me out a lot, because I'll see other people. I'm like, oh, she can do it. I can do it. I always found group classes work better for my style and my personality. I just like being told what to do too. So if there's something on the schedule or on the board and someone tells me to do it, I'll do it. But if I have a list on my phone, I'm not as motivated for some reason. So I just need to be told what to do. So I always did group classes, and then I found that it wasn't really working before joining Boundless. I don't really know why, but I was really frustrated. One of my goals was to lose weight. I did want to feel like myself again, and I did want to be able to fit into my old clothes again, but I felt that my weight stayed the same and it never really went down. So after group classes, for maybe about a year after having my baby, I was like, okay, something needs to change. So then I did have a personal trainer who helped me with like a weightlifting plan and nutrition, but it does get very expensive. But I was seeing good results. So I was like, okay, how can I do this independently while also like having group classes? Weightlifting, it was just on my own or just like with his guidance, which felt very lonely, I would say. But I did get the results that I wanted to, or it was trending down. So I was like, okay, I'm doing something right. But then I came across Boundless because it's close to the neighborhood that I live in. And one of the great things I love about it is I can walk here. So that's like my warm-up walk and then my cool down as well. It's like maybe a 15, 20-minute walk. Very convenient. Instead of driving, I get my steps in, which I really like. So that's one thing. And I took my first Boundless class here. And I think one of the reasons I stayed is because of the community. So on the first day, everyone was welcoming, friendly, and supportive. And on Saturdays, which was one of my first classes, it's the partner workouts. So then I had a partner to do my workout with, and she was so encouraging. It was Katrina. So shout out to Katrina.
She was also your partner in the last competition, team competition.
Yeah, I'd say we're good partners.
So too.
Yeah, I had a good experience for my first class. So I kept coming back, got to know the community, and felt more involved in the community too. Because I would say with the other group classes I've been to, I'd see the same people every week, but it's just like the head nod or, oh yeah, like we know each other, but not really. But here at Boundless, everyone gets to know your name. By like the second week, people were calling me by my name. And I was like, this is weird. I've never really had this at a group class before. And yeah, it's just really great to be part of the community here.
I'm glad that you found us.
Yeah.
What would you say is memorable or a moment that stands out to you?
Yeah. So actually, as of last month, I'm at my pre-pregnancy weight.
Congratulations.
Which I'm very proud of, and it's very poetic because last month my son turned 2, so I was like, ooh, 2 years.
2 years and back at it. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like really good, but I still want to get stronger.
What would your goal be now? Because what's nice now is at the beginning, people were trying to lose weight. Now we have lots of members who have lost the weight, and now they're like, okay, now I want to look more fit. I want to have a little bit of muscle definition. I want to perform better at the gym. So it's switching from I need to get to a healthy weight to let's improve.
Yeah.
And let's get better. And I think that's the fun part.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm guessing that's where you are.
Yes.
Too?
I definitely want to improve and get stronger. I'm so inspired by a lot of the males and females here. I think that's also one thing I like about Boundless. There's a lot of females that come to this community. I'm very inspired by the women here because they're all very strong. I definitely want to get stronger and be able to do all of the prescription weights and stuff.
Yeah, that's always a good goal.
Yeah.
Was there a recent achievement that you weren't able to do?
Yeah. So when I first started Boundless, I was doing banded pull-ups. And then one day I just decided, let me try to see if I can do like a strict pull-up. And I could do 3.
3 pull-ups. Wow, that's great.
Thanks.
From none.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you did do one of the competitions here before.
I did the Murph for Memorial Day.
Murph?
Yes.
How was that for you?
I really enjoyed it.
A lot of people feel like it's a baseline because that's something that we do every year. And it always sounds daunting for those who don't know Murph. It is a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and you finish with the mile run again.
Yes.
And for your first one, you said you liked it.
I did. And I think I feel inspired to try to do less modifications next year. I don't want to jinx or put bad juju out there, but I'm not sure if I'll get to 100 pull-ups with a weighted vest by next year. But I want to try to do less modifications next year.
100 weighted pull-ups, that's pretty elite.
I know.
So even if you go pull-ups by itself, that's a huge achievement.
I was thinking if I could run a mile with a weighted vest, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that helps me mentally is, okay, I used to be 15 pounds heavier. So I'm like, oh, if I put a 15-pound weight vest on, I used to be that heavy, so why can't I do it with a vest?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can do it next year.
I'm sure you will. And we've touched in so many different aspects of fitness. What area have you been not familiar with that you've been introduced and enjoy?
I haven't done a lot of the barbell work that we've done, all of the cleans and the snatches. I've never done those before, so it's a little bit daunting. And I'm like, I try to take it light my first time around, but it looks cool.
And you should.
Yeah. They look cool, and I want to get better at those movements. But I have enjoyed learning that. I also really like the sleds that we use because that's not really widely available in other places. Anytime I can use new equipment I don't usually have at home is fun.
Yeah, I think the sleds are a fan favorite. The Olympic lifting looks really cool, but it is the most technical lifts.
Yeah.
It is fun to learn because you're always progressing, but once you get it, it not only looks cool, but it just feels awesome.
Yes. there's only so much you can do in our home gym. But here we can do like the handstand push-ups, the box jumps, the sled pull, 400-meter run, and all the pull-up stuff. And there's just so much equipment and so much variety that's one of the reasons I really enjoy like incorporating this into my week.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I hear a lot. Like people have home gyms, but they work at home. So they're like, this is my time to, an excuse to get out and socialize and talk to people, be outside. Would you say it changes your mood, being able to come out every day, being outside, being with people and hanging out and like feeling like you're growing and feeling healthy?
100%. I feel the community aspect is one of the things I really love. In your health journey, you need that extra support because it can feel really lonely doing it on your own. And even a nutrition challenge, even though I haven't done it, I can imagine that it would be beneficial to have an accountability partner through it. So you're not just at home being like, all right, let me eat my chicken breast and broccoli and not tell anyone about it, and just have people to celebrate the wins with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely, because I think what we incorporate also in the nutrition challenge is we have a partner. Now you have accountability.
Yeah.
It's easy to just say, no, I'm going to have a cheat day today.
Yeah.
But when you know my partner, Katrina, she's probably going to get this point. I do not want to lose a point for her because of my cravings. Now you're more committed. I'm excited for you to do the nutrition challenge because it is the time when people get the most transformation. And as that worked for you, because when you did your personal training and added nutrition, that's when you started seeing more change.
Nutrition is a big aspect of my journey. I realized I was eating way too much and I thought that I wasn't, but I really was. Because you have to count or you have to measure.
So I know counting, because you did macros or calories or?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I think once you start, it keeps you at bay. It's daunting for a lot of people, but once you do that for the first time, you become aware of what you're putting into your body. It becomes a conscious decision of, oh, is this worth it?
Yeah.
Or no. And then now you can consciously select, okay, if I'm going to have this cheat, I'm going to make sure that it's really good and I really enjoy it, not just because I want to.
Yeah. It's actually funny because I still like to measure my food. Recently, I've asked my husband to help me pack my food too. I'm like, can you pack my lunch tomorrow? He's sure, what do you want? I'm like, 100 grams of yogurt, 25 grams of granola, 1 scoop of protein. So he knows like my recipes.
And he actually measures and
I hope that he does because I'm sleeping and I just wake up and it's there the next day. But I'm like, this is what I want. Can you write it down? And then he'll take notes.
That's so nice. And it definitely helps when you have a supporting spouse.
Yeah. I will say another thing that was interesting or funny was we went to a Valentine's Day dinner and then it was like Japanese barbecue. I brought my scale so I could weigh how much meat I was intaking so I could still keep track.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
So for me, I actually just eyeball stuff now. I used to measure, but now it's just kind of eyeball.
Yeah.
But just the importance of it, because we're talking about this and a nutrition challenge is coming. There was a time when I would just eat healthy and work out. The result was a certain body type. Once I started controlling my macros, not changing the workout, not really changing the foods, but just controlling the proteins, carbs, and fats.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my physique changed big time. I will emphasize this on the next nutrition challenge that eating healthy is step one, because that's the basis. And then if you want, for example, where you are at is, okay, I lost the weight. Now I want to get stronger. I want to look more fitter and see really where my potential is. Then the next step would be to set up your macros and calories to make sure that it supports what you want.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're talking about that because we haven't talked about that yet. It may sound daunting for some. Oh my gosh, Ellen carries a scale to a restaurant or to a party.
I do.
But yeah, it sounds scary at first, but once you start doing it, it just becomes normal. Anything can be your normal. It's just, what do you want your normal to be? You can have your normal to be a healthy habit or not.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that? Since
January.
Since January, just this year. And you're going to keep it up.
I would like to. I think in a perfect world, I would love to measure all the food I eat every day. And I get disappointed when restaurants don't have their nutrition facts available. Sometimes I'll even ask the waiters, the waitresses, like, oh, do you know how many ounces of chicken this is or fish or whatever? Sometimes they know and I'm impressed. Other times they don't.
That just reminded me. So Ellen did share on our Discord group a spreadsheet,
Oh, yeah.
very detailed, of all the restaurants in this area
Yeah.
and each meal and their
Macros,
calories,
yeah.
proteins, carbs, fats.
Yeah.
So that's how serious you are.
Yeah.
So you have everything already planned and lined up. So you're like, if I want Chipotle, okay, this is what I'm going to order.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
where should I go? Let's pick one of these.
It makes it easier because it takes the guessing work out of it. So I go out with my coworkers. I'm like, okay, if I need to hit this amount of protein in a day, like what am I eating? And I also have other ones local to the neighborhood because it's convenient. So it just takes all the guesswork out of it. And at this point, I've memorized. I'm like, oh, I can get 30 grams here, 60 grams over here. And I just know.
I get excited about the nutrition part because not a lot of people do that. I do that too. And a lot of people think I'm weird.
I know.
So I'm really glad you brought up nutrition and counting your macros. What is the difference you've seen doing that versus what you have done before?
I would say that what I did before didn't work, and what I'm doing now is working. So it is motivational to keep doing what I'm doing now. But I would say what I was doing before was just trying to eat healthy and trying to eat basically a lot of vegetables. So for lunch, I would do roasted vegetables and I would try to eat small portions of things, but it wasn't working. So I'm like, why can't I just eat vegetables and lose weight? And I just stayed the same. But I probably was snacking a lot or eating very calorie dense foods, or on the weekends, being like, oh, I ate healthy during the week. I'm going to eat whatever I want on the weekend. So whatever I was doing before wasn't working for me. So I'm like, something has to change. And luckily, I found a change that has been able to work. So I want to keep doing that.
Okay, great. One thing regarding snacking, when I started tracking my food, I used to also eat healthy. I would snack. And my snack would be like, I would love to eat nuts.
Okay.
So just tons of nuts, avocados, and just all these healthy snacks.
Yeah.
But I would just eat a lot of it. And I remember when I started tracking it, I would be just on snack, it would be like over 1,000 calories and 100 grams of fat.
Wow.
Just on
Yeah.
snacks. And I'm just like, no wonder. Like,
Yeah.
So anyways, you don't know until you track it. That's the important thing. I think that's it. Maybe a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Yes. Your favorite movement?
I like back squat.
Back squats.
Yeah.
Okay. And your go-to meal?
Oh, I like shrimp cocktail. So
Shrimp cocktail?
yeah. Shrimp is a good way to get protein, but I know it's high in cholesterol, but I really like how it tastes too. I don't have to cook anything. I just defrost it from the freezer.
How about your go-to beverage? You go to a restaurant, what do you order?
I only drink water.
Ooh, me too. Awesome. Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you.
No, thank you for coming. This is Ellen. She's newer, 6 months in, mostly 7 a.m.
Yes, Saturdays.
and Saturdays. All right. Cool. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you.
And that's it. And I'll see you guys next time.